Hi, my name is Lori. Welcome to my channel, Plena Vita, Getting Fit After 50 with Optavia. I am an Optavia user. I am not a coach. I have been on Optavia for 2 weeks now. I've lost 10 pounds and 8 inches, and I'm just really excited. And so I wanted to share with anyone else who is interested. I have never really felt comfortable with what my weight was. That is probably not a good mental health thing, but it is the truth. I really gained weight after my first child. I had gained 65 pounds with him, and it didn't come off. About 5 years, 6 years later, I did work really hard to get the weight off, and I was successful, but it was in very unhealthy ways. I binged, I purged, I starved myself, and I took a lot of diet pills and things. So it was not a healthy way, and I was not a healthy person, even though I was thinner. I'm 5'4". I got down to about 125 pounds, which on my frame was probably a little too small, but again, I wasn't healthy anyways. I kept the weight off, again, just doing the same things, a lot of starvation. I did start dancing, and so I was dancing just about every night, maybe 6 nights a week. We were dancing and lessons, and I was competing and things like that. And so there was a lot of exercise involved. And then when my first son was about 12, I got pregnant again. And of course, then you have to eat, and the dancing slowed down a bit. I did gain significant amount of weight with that pregnancy, but I took some of it off. I wasn't obese where I'm at now, but I definitely wasn't as thin as I was, which was maybe a good thing. I did continue dancing for about 2 years, and then a lot changed in life, changing jobs and things like that, and I stopped dancing. When I stopped dancing, I started gaining weight again, and then I got pregnant with my third child, and after she was born, I was me. I was a big girl. I had gained a lot of weight, and that's just kind of how it was. I resigned myself to that. I was about 36 when she was born, and as I entered 40, I was like, I miss dancing, and I really wanted to get back to doing the things that I wanted to do. So again, I worked really hard, and I lost the weight. Not all of it, but I lost enough weight, and I went back to school, to college, and I was able to incorporate workouts into my day. So I lost the weight again in kind of unhealthy ways. I didn't eat right. I took a lot of diet pills, and I overexercised. I was working out at the gym about 2.5 hours a day, 3 days a week. I was dancing at the studio 5 nights a week. And so the weight came off, and it stayed off. But again, I wouldn't say I was particularly healthy. Any energy that I had came from the diet pills that I took. And so when life started changing again, I graduated college, and that was a good thing, and I was really happy about that. But not being at the college, I wasn't able to access the gym that I was using there, and I had a full-time job, so I wasn't able to work out. I was still dancing, but I gained a little bit of weight went back to some of the not so healthy eating habits, and a lot of wine was involved, I think. But nevertheless, I started gaining weight, and then I hit 45. And when I hit 45, everything changed. The weight just started going on no matter what I did. And that was not a good thing. It didn't make me happy. It didn't look good for somebody who was teaching fitness and dance to be overweight. And so I stopped dancing as well. And I just gained weight. I had tried many times, many different programs, and nothing seemed to work. I was always hungry. I was always tired, and it just didn't work. I was almost to the point where it's like, okay, this is me. I have plenty of confidence. I'm good with who I am. I'm healthy. I have good blood pressure, and everything else seems to be healthy. So it's just who I am. I mean, I was 50 years old. Accept it. But then I'm watching things get harder for me. I have very steep stairs, and going down the stairs was kind of hard sometimes. My knees hurt. I lack the energy. I have seasonal affective disorder, so every winter it seems like I put on more weight that didn't come off. And then it's like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this for me. If I lose weight, good. But if not, I just need to be healthier. And I did start eating healthier and things, and I didn't lose weight. But I was like, okay, well, it's just my body. I'm not going to lose weight. I ran into a friend just a couple months ago. And we had gone on similar diets before, and we both tried to lose weight. And neither one of us really had a lot of success. And when I ran into him, he was 40 pounds lighter, and he looked amazing. And I'm like, whoa, okay, spill. What'd you do? And he let me know that he went on a program called Optavia. So I checked it out, and it was different. And so I asked him, I said, okay, so is this a keto diet? And he said, no, not really, but you do go into ketosis. You do a fat burn instead of the carb burn. And I was like, okay, I've never tried that. I've never tried fat burn. So I thought, okay, I'm gonna try it. And so I ordered it. And one thing that was really exciting is as soon as I signed up, I got a call from my coach. It was a real person this time. I've been on other programs that's online, and I think the coaches are robots because you don't get real responses. So I got a call. He was excited. He had been on the Optavia, is still on the Optavia program, and he and his wife had lost a lot of weight, and he just wants to share it. So he became a coach. And he let me know some things to get ahead of time, and when my box would arrive. And it did arrive, and that was really fun. There was so much stuff in there. I started the program on September 26th because I was officiating one of my best friend's weddings. So that was a lot of fun, and I was really honored. But I didn't want to, I had heard that you could be foggy and things when you go into that fat burn. And so I didn't want to hinder myself at all. I wanted to be right on for her. And so I started it the day after. And it wasn't like I thought. I thought it was going to be okay. This is going to be hard. I'm going to be hungry all the time, but I can get through it. I really wasn't. They have you eating every 2.5 to 3 hours. So I would get hungry before the fueling, and I would then just the lean and green, which in the beginning ended up being just like, okay, here's a 6-ounce chicken breast and some broccoli, because I didn't really know what to do. Now I'm getting more creative with it. I'm able to understand what the condiments and the options and the healthy fats and what type of lean and all that, it really isn't difficult. And I enjoy cooking anyway. So it allows me to still get creative and have fun with my dinners. So I'm waiting. My second box will be delivered next week. And I was able to go in and customize my box. And I'm excited to try some new things. And I didn't order some of the things that I was just kind of meh about. I'm a texture person, so some of the textures and things weren't up my alley. So I didn't have to take those. And I have some other things coming, and there's so many varieties I'm really excited about. I am, like I said, down 10 pounds and 8 inches, which is exciting. And I have energy. And I know that a lot of the optavia people say, they have more energy on a fat burn. Yeah, that is no joke. I have the level, actually it's more. I have more energy than I did when I was taking the metabolism boosters and things. It's healthy energy. I feel healthy. My knees don't hurt and things. And I think that's because I'm not having the sugars. I think that was it. I know sugar is an inflammatory substance. And, but the energy, I can work out in the yard all day. I can work in the house all day. And I can go on, this last weekend, I went on a 6-mile hike and then went on a kayak ride around the lake, and then was cleaning and doing everything else. I mean, I just have all the energy that I need. And so that is really exciting. That energy is better than any junk food could ever taste. And I remind myself of that if I get tempted to do Taco Bell, because that is my Achilles heel. It's terrible. I shouldn't like it, but I do. And so, it's not worth it to me. And that's kind of my focal point too, is nothing tastes as good as success feels. And that is true. And I feel good about myself. I feel good about my choices. And I feel good that I'm taking healthy measures to do this. I feel fairly confident that the weight will continue to come off. But if it didn't, for some reason, I am feeling so good and so healthy that I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't go back to what I had. So I'm going to remain on this 5-in-1 program while I'm in weight loss mode. And then I will do the transition and go to the 3-in-3. I have some things coming up. I have a wedding in November in a different state. So I am taking my fuelings with me and just going to do that. I have a cruise that I'm going to be taking in February, and I've not yet completely decided. I know some people that have been on the 5-in-1 for a long time, when they go on vacation, they'll transition and do more of the 3-in-3 while they're on vacation just to maintain. They don't expect to lose, but they'll, maintain by doing the 3-in-3, where you're eating 3 lean greens and having 3 optavia snacks. And I don't have to decide that yet, because I'm only 2 weeks in and that is months away. But energy and sleep. So my sleep, I've always struggled with sleep. I would have insomnia. I would have a hard time falling asleep and staying asleep. And I wear a Fitbit, and I have for years. And my sleep would be, I got like 19 minutes of deep sleep. That was pretty good for me. And I've noticed that I am not taking melatonin to go to sleep every night anymore. By the time bedtime rolls around, I'm tired. I'm ready. I shut off the lights. I fall asleep. My Fitbit report in the morning gives me high scores for sleep. You know, they're in the mid 80s, which is amazing for me. And I'm seeing where I'm getting over an hour of deep sleep every night. And that is crazy. And that is so healthy for my body. I know that, but there was nothing I could do about that. So I thought, before, it's just like, how can you improve your sleep? I wasn't doing any of the things necessarily that prohibited good sleep. It just was, I thought it was hereditary. None of my family is good sleepers. But now all of a sudden, I'm a good sleeper. So go figure. That's got to be the diet and the exercise. Maybe the energy level, I'm doing more without even realizing it. I don't know, but I am not going to complain. One other thing that they suggest you getting plenty of water. Me being me, I'm going to take everything over the top. So I've made it a goal to get a gallon of water every day. And most days I reach that full gallon. Some days a little bit more, some days just a little bit less, but not significantly. And that also feels good. Now, the first few days you're using the bathroom a lot, but at night, you know, that was in the first, I would say, week and a half. It's like, okay, is this worth it? Because I'm having to get up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom. And but I just kept at it, and now my body's adjusted. And so I don't have to get up in the middle of the night anymore. And I just like it. I crave water more, and I know it's good for me. It's supposed to be good for weight loss as well. It helps rinse out all those toxins, and it just makes me feel good on a cellular level. Whether that's just in my head or not, I don't know, but I'm going with it because it feels good. So anyways, I am not a professional YouTuber. I am not an Optavia coach. I am an Optavia client. I am not an influencer. In fact, this is the first YouTube video I've ever made. But I hope that if you're seeing this and you can relate, if you are an Optavia user and you've had success, put it in the comments below. If you have tips, put it in the comments below. And if you're interested, stay with me on this journey. I'll go over some of the things I eat, some of the things I discover, and just share with you the exciting changes. You know, getting fit after 50 isn't easy. We've got like the whole menopause, perimenopause. We got all kinds of things going on. And if you're like me, you're busy all the time. I've got, you know, the last child is now 15 years old, and she has got a crazy schedule. I'm super proud of her. She's in a lot of things at school, and she does very well, but it keeps her busy. So that means it keeps me busy because she can't drive yet. And I have some people that I take care of, and I have a business, and I am a teacher, and there's just so many things that I don't have time for a lot of details. I don't have time to prep, you know, for all these healthy things. So the fuelings make it so easy for me. Grab and go, and I'm good for the day. And so stay with me, and we'll go through this journey together. And hopefully you'll see me shrink. Anyways, again, thank you. My name is Lori, and my channel is able to subscribe to. So subscribe, and you'll be updated every time I update something or add another video. And it will probably be random because I never know when I'm going to have time for things. But thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again.